Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have another Nintendo Switch related video for you. This is the Nintendo Switch Lite flip cover and screen protector. So this actually released in Japan already for the Switch Lite, and it's a very slim cover for it, but it also is one that it's not like a case where you just store the Switch and you take it out of the case. This is attached to the Switch Lite, which is pretty handy because the Switch Lite, obviously being portable, it's nice to have something small and easy to carry around, and so I thought that was kind of cool. It does come with a screen protector too. I don't really use screen protectors on the system, but if you're interested, it does come with that. I actually, as you can probably tell from the box, I imported this from Japan. I got this on Amazon Japan actually, and because I wanted to check it out and I couldn't wait. But if you're in the US, never fear, because if you check Nintendo's online store, Nintendo Switch Lite flip cover and screen protector, $39.99. It's on the site, so it says available beginning December 8th, but it's I'm recording the video on December 9th. There's another page that here says release date January 9th. So I don't know when it's coming exactly, but it's coming. And it may not just be on the Nintendo online store. It may show up at other retailers. I would imagine. I would find it weird if it's only on their online store. So if you are in the US and you're interested, don't worry. You should be able to get it soon. Or you can always import it if you don't want to wait. But here it is. We're going to do a little unboxing and review. So here's the box right here. So let's just dig right in. So here we have the screen protector and everything, so I'm just going to move that to the side since I don't use that. So there it is. All right. And here we have the actual case. Now, this case does only, as of now at least, come in the one color. So like you'll see in the picture, they have the yellow Switch Lite. I have the turquoise Switch Lite. So do keep that in mind that the case itself only comes in this like grayish color. They may release more colors later, but as of now, that's the only color that it comes in. Would have been kind of cool to have like matching colors, like a turquoise one or yellow one or something, but we'll see. First impressions are this material is very interesting. So it's a hard case, sort of. I mean, it's not like super hard, but it is pretty strong. But it's got a very textured material to it. It's a little kind of almost rough to the edges a little bit. It's not like a smooth case, and it's very, very different feel from the current case that I have for my Switch Lite, which is this, different material for sure. But yeah, very, very interesting. So this opens up, and if you can't tell by that sound, they're magnets. That's how it closes right there. But as you can see, it is very, very slim. And this is made exactly to the proportions of the Switch Lite. So much so that you have like vents built in right there. You have little grooves at the top for where the analog sticks are going to go, and little openings for the ZL and ZR buttons, and you'll see like the indent down is because the triggers, the ZR and ZL, go downwards like there, and you have a little opening there to open and close this case. So Nintendo Switch right there. Yeah, I mean, this is very slim. So this is the carrying case that I currently have, which is not bad either. I mean, it's not a big thing, but it is, this case is really meant to be the most minimal you can possibly get while still being a case. And so it is definitely thinner and smaller, as you can see. So let's truly test this out. Let's grab the Switch Lite. Now, of course, the disadvantage is this is truly just for the Switch Lite. There's no other accessories that you're going to be able to use this for, whereas a case like this has a little pouch, you have game card slots, right? A lot of different things there. So, if you want a full case, then there you have it. This is more like a cover and very minimalistic. So let's put this thing on. And so this is going to open up, and I'm assuming it just slides right in here. Oh yeah, it just slid right in, and it's not a, my one fear I had was like, is this just going to pop right out? Like, no, this is actually kind of tight. Like, you kind of have to slide it out like this to get it to pop out. So it goes in very easily, as you see, but it's not like that. Look, your Switch Lite is not falling out of this thing. And even like this, it's not sliding out and down this way either. You kind of have to like push it it comes, it's hard to describe. Like it goes in and out very easy, but it's when you intend it to. Like otherwise, like if you're just, normally doing it like that, like it's not falling out of the case, which is good. So the way they designed it, like it must be a perfect snug fit. You'll also notice these that I believe are the speakers of the Switch Lite. So those are open, and there's slight indentations in the case there. So again, truly built around it. This groove here takes you to USB-C for charging, so you don't need to take it out of here to charge. In fact, once it's in here, you don't need to take it out at all. Everything is completely accessible. Your volume button, power, SD card, headphones, everything is fully accessible. And you see when you put the case over it, boom, look at that, magnetic, which is fantastic. And it covers up the analog sticks perfectly. So L, R, ZL, and ZR are exposed right here. So that might be one downside if you're stuffing it in a bag. Be careful because the triggers are exposed a little bit. But the vents, you'll see perfectly lined up. So they're perfect fit right there. And I mean, this is as minimalistic as you are ever going to get with this thing. And it's actually pretty fantastic. It's so compact. So great. Like, look at that. So if I wanted to charge this thing, like literally all I have to do is just plug it right in and I'm charging. I'm good to go. I just heard it turn on because it's charging. Yeah. See, there we go. My battery's already low anyways. But that is super easy. So I'm charging. Now let's say I want to play, right? I don't have to take the case off. I just open that up and I can jump right into a game right from here. System update. I don't want to do an update right now. And I can just dang. All right, well clearly I had to do a system update that I didn't do. So I guess I will do that while I talk. Let me just go back from here. But yeah, I mean, it's super easy. And here's the nice thing about it too, is like I said, this thing, you don't, like, I can play like this, and if I am playing, I'm not, like, the case is hanging just enough that my fingers actually aren't touching the case. So I actually don't really feel that there's a case on except for down here, obviously where my fingers are resting down here. But it's got a textured material, so it's got a good grip to it. It has a very nice grip, and so it definitely, doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of my hands or anything like that. Like it seems to be working really nicely. Now, if you're kind of moving around a lot, then yes, this is going to be banging against your fingers, and that might be a little bit annoying. But you can also hold this back and kind of grip it from the sides. That is going to feel kind of awkward because then you have the sides of this case sort of poking into your fingers. So that is kind of weird. So it's going to come down to preference, like if you are really bothered by playing with this case or not. I don't know. At least at a glance, I don't think I'm going to mind it too much. But I guess, after a bit more usage, you'll be able to tell. But you'll see as I kind of jump right in. Have I really not played with Terry Bogard? Oh, I played on my my cousin's Switch. I actually haven't played on my own Switch. But basically, I'm jumping into a game here, and it feels just fine. Like it's totally doable with the case on, no issues. Yeah, definitely pretty cool. I'm just gonna jump into a random battle, and you see it close it up, nice and portable. Take it on the go. Open it up, and I'm ready to play some Switch Lite. So this is actually really nice. I actually do like this case. But one thing I am just noticing a little bit in gameplay, this case, as you're playing, the ZL, like your fingers do kind of get in the way with the ZL, ZR button right there. Like that is a little bit annoying. Unless you, sometimes I kind of rest my finger on the back part of the trigger. You really have to have it on top to not feel the case. So depends on your play style. Like if you just depending on if your hands are kind of big and you hit like the back of the triggers, you will notice the case. But you see if your fingers rest there, it's not as big of a deal. So do keep that in mind. it might be something that you have to just sort of try and feel, but other than that, I mean, it feels pretty great, and I'm sure after using it for a little bit, I wouldn't even notice that I have a case. You know what I mean? So definitely pretty nice, and yeah, super portable. This is pretty great. I honestly really do like this. Now, here's the other test. Will this work inside of this? Like, let's say you want extra protection. You know, we may be going a little crazy here. This might be pushing the limits a little bit, but maybe. Well, kind of. It works. It's a very tight fit. It definitely is a tight fit. In fact, I kind of feel the buttons sort of pushing against the case there. So I don't know if I would recommend that. But technically it seems possible. If you have a slightly bigger case, you know, you might actually be able to get away with that. So really, I would say that the only downsides are going to be the fact that if you throw this into a bag, your trigger buttons are exposed. And you know, depending on, you know, again, the vents are open here. Like if you don't want stuff kind of getting in all that and the charging port and all that. So I wouldn't recommend just throwing this into a bag. If there's other stuff in there or something, make sure it's like a clean space that you're putting it in, you know, for transport. And then also, if you're going to be moving around a lot, like walking around or doing something while playing this part might be kind of moving around a little bit and get in the way. But for the most part, I think, you know, I'm pretty much like going to be laying down on the sofa playing or something, so I'm not going to be moving around a lot. And I like things, you know, the whole point of the Switch Lite for me was getting something extra portable and very minimalistic, and this perfectly, you know, represents that. So I actually think this is really nice, and I definitely recommend it. If you have a Nintendo Switch Lite, I personally think that this is a great way to go. So import it from Japan or keep an eye out for the US release. Either way, I think this is definitely super cool and worth checking out. Hopefully they'll release more colors or designs in the future. I think that would be nice. But again, keeping with the minimalistic style, I think this totally fits as well. So there's that. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what you think as well. Thank you, take care, and I will see you later.